joined the Presidio community in the fall of 2010 with a passion for sustainability and the desire to teach. Even before she graduated this past winter, Ryn was already the TA for the strategy and managerial marketing courses. She is now in her second semester as a teaching assistant. The rest of her team says they couldn't imagine the class without her. They describe her as caring and thoughtful, with the students' best interests always at heart. In March, Ryn started teaching courses on management and entrepreneurship to upperclassmen in the 4-year culinary management program at the Art Institute of California in San Francisco. Currently, her students are working on product and service development in the food service industry, and each one of them has sustainability at the core. Ryn, we are so proud to have you out there advancing the Presidio mission.
Like any good MCAer, I have to own the space. Okay, we're gonna hope that stays there. So here we are, family. Here we are! So Jody and I were given 5 minutes, and I'll be perfectly honest, I just can't do it in 5 minutes, but I will do it in 6, okay? So give me a minute here. So Bobby, so what we're doing, so when I was elected to give this small little talk on behalf of the MBAers, I had to consider the artifacts, the espoused beliefs, and the underlying assumptions of the MBA and MPAers. And actually, I want to back up for 1 second. So today, we actually are celebrating 2 graduating classes. We're celebrating the spring of 2012 and the fall of 2013. And combined, we represent 10 cohorts, starting with C8, Tina, woo-hoo! To C15 on the MBA side, and then PA2 and PA3 on the MPA side. So, as I scan those artifacts and espoused beliefs and underlying assumptions, I came up with a lot, actually. So much that I couldn't cram it into 6 minutes. But what the overarching theme is, what we are leaders. We are leaders through and through. And I witnessed that in the classrooms, in my teams, as my fellow students led us as student reps. Thank you guys so much. In outer organization, membership organizations such as Net Impact, and as students led student teams through local, national, and global business competitions. You guys are incredible. Oh my gosh, not different. So I want to thank the faculty. And you guys stood up briefly, and I know you're not all represented here, but you're incredibly dedicated. You bring so much wisdom and so much compassion, and you have truly taught us how to be leaders. So I want to thank you. From the bottom of all of our hearts, you definitely forged us. I want to thank the faculty members who aren't here, the ones who are no longer here, and the founders especially, and some of them have been faculty members. I also want to thank the leadership and the staff. Our staff is relatively new, and they pulled together one hell of a graduation ceremony. Let's get that. And the leadership for representing us to the outside world do a fabulous job of that, and for creating the scaffolding that allows us to do what we do. Thank you so much. But more than anything, I want to thank those of you behind the graduates, metaphorically and physically today. Our friends and families who, honestly, without you, we could have not accomplished this. So what I'd like to do is, I want to take this opportunity to bring you into a Presidio artifact. And what I have in my hand right now, Bobby made one of these, that's why I had him bring it up here. I want to invite you to come around the campfire with us today. Cynthia Scott was kind enough to loan me the leadership campfire, certainly one of the main artifacts of our graduate experience. Don't you agree? It's actually, in our curriculum, it's one of the places that the MPAs and the MBAs come together. And what we do around this campfire, every residency, through our leadership strand, which runs all through the program, is we stand in a circle. Sounds a little hokey, felt a little hokey at the time, but it has had a deep impact. A lot of our students traveled. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm talking, yes, I mean Bay Area of course, but Southern California, and if I forget you, just give me a shout out. Colorado, Ohio, Illinois, at different points, Cape Cod, Venezuela, thank you. Travel. I mean, they would get on a plane and come in that night to then give presentations and take exams. So there would be words like stressed, excited, hopeful. So just for a second, everybody get quiet or not in the back, that's fine. And bring your word forth to us. As we gather around the campfire, actually, for the final time. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to you, calls to you, like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. That poem by Mary Oliver doesn't actually seem quite appropriate for the occasion, right? This is a joyful celebratory occasion, and it's fraught with the human condition, despair, and loneliness. And I could actually take the easy way out today and say, oh, but you know, in leadership we learn that we actually need to align ourselves with our innermost self, and the human condition is actually fraught with despair and loneliness. But upon reflection, that's not actually why I could not bring this poem to you today, even though, damn, Jeff Mendelson read it at Capstone. Can you believe that? I had this thing memorized before Capstone, okay? I called him and cussed him out about it. The risk of actually reading that poem is that we take the object, we become the object, the you know? But I think that when we first came to Presidio, we were honing our senses so that we would be able to hear the world as it offered ourselves up to it. But I would venture to say that today, we are in fact the wild geese. We are the harsh and exciting ones. We are the ones that have produced solutions to help this fragile earth to sustain life today and tomorrow and moving into the future. So to my fellow brother and sister graduates today, I say, I love you, congratulations, and take your harsh and exciting solutions forward. Thank you so much.